Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome to another Watch Report review. As always, be sure to check out watchreport.com. Today I am taking a look at the Marathon MSAR in Arctic White. Now the MSAR has been around for quite a while, but the Arctic White dial is the newest variation. And let's be real here, I'm not going to talk a lot about a dial color. It's white, it looks great, and I would like to see this dial option in all Marathon watches, and I'm surprised that this is not already an option. Hopefully this Arctic White dial on this MSAR is a sign of things to come. One of the reasons I asked Marathon to send this along when they sent over to GSHOCK was to just see the size of this watch and how it would wear on me. Honestly, I do not think I have worn a watch this small since I was a kid, and this is more in line with something my girlfriend would probably wear. Then I got it in hand, and while it is still a small watch and not something I would gravitate to by myself, it is larger than I thought it would be, mostly because it is a Marathon SAR. And these are watches that are built chunky, and that makes it more wearable in my opinion, especially on a man who prefers a 40mm and up sized watch. For those not familiar with this line or Marathon watches in general, I will go over a few key points, but I will also link to the latest JSAR review I did recently and the GSAR anthracite review in either the card or down in the description below. As with all SAR watches, you get a chunky knurled crown, a chunky brushed case, a massive bezel grip, drilled lugs, and a very readable watch. In fact, I think that is the biggest thing that shocked me is despite its size, I was still able to tell the time, rotate the bezel, and use the crown with ease. On other watches with this size, that is usually not possible. This is the automatic version of the medium search and rescue with an SW200 automatic movement, but it does come with a quartz version as well. You are looking at a difference of $200 between the quartz and the automatic, and if you want a steel bracelet, it will be another $200 on top of that. Marathon sent this one with the rubber strap, and at first I was not really paying attention until I went to put it on my wrist and noticed that there were no holes in the strap. That is until I turned it around. Yes, this strap has holes only punched through on the backside, and you can figure out where to push the prong through to fit on your wrist. I understand the point of this, it's so you can have a cleaner looking strap, but it does leave a tiny unsightly looking hole on the front if you do it this way, and unless you have a machine to punch the hole perfectly like they do at the factory, that is the way it's going to be. If I were to wear this watch, I would, like on a regular basis, I would probably be putting it on another strap, but that's just my preference. As you can see on the current strap, this just barely fits me, and it fits in a way that I do not like to wear it. I basically have almost no tongue left, and I'm constantly adjusting the keepers to make sure that they are not sliding off the strap. The strap length is 115mm by 75mm, which is definitely small, but in line with the size of this watch. I think Marathon even assumes this watch will be worn by women or by men with smaller wrists, but if you have a wrist bigger than 7.5 inches, you will want another strap immediately, as this will not work. Strap width is 18mm, so it should not be that hard to replace. As far as the watch overall, I do love the white Arctic dial, and it is nice to see this model in a smaller size, as this is a watch that can be worn by men or women, and as always, this is a hell of a watch. Marathon watches are built for the military and to be used hard, and this one is no different. The price is the price, and what I mean by that is Marathon watches have never exactly been cheap, and I know many who compare them to micro brands these days and find them overpriced. I would not argue that there are many brands out there these days to buy from, and you can get a lot of watches for less than this or many Marathons, but it won't have this look, most likely won't be made in Switzerland, or be as hard use as this watch is either. I would say my only complaint with most of the Marathon lineup is the use of the Tritium tubes. I wish they would do a few models with the larger tubes for the T100 output like Ball or Deep Blue does. Tritium is great in complete darkness, and this does the job, and it'll glow with no light source, but I just do not find it to be all that bright. I personally would like to see more models with super luminova, or in Marathon speak, Maraglow, on their watches, but that is a discussion for another day. So what do you think? Is this size and the white dial the right combo for you, or do you hope to see a JSAR or GSAR with this white dial soon? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Links to written review, brand website, Amazon affiliate links, and more are in the description. And be sure to follow us on social media. It is at Watch Report on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one.